breaking a sweat.
You can tell how happy they are to be here.
We're definitely ready and excited for it.
Limitations on occupancy at an Irving gym inspire a business opportunity. We're heading to the club for this one. Helping Hands.
It's not about recognition or anything, and we truly just want to help these needy people. We want to help everybody.
2 faith-based organizations step up with food and masks for families in need. Hear from some of the volunteers. Expanding Heritage.
And we want to make sure it's done in a way that we continually bring people in, we continually bring focus in to Irving's heritage.
Major upgrades, including an outdoor amphitheater, are coming to Irving's Heritage Park. We'll preview the improvements, plus how Irving marked Memorial Day. Now on City Source. Hello and welcome to City Source as we continue to follow Irving's response to COVID-19. I'm Thomas Gandy. Our top story today, we are learning about when more city facilities will reopen. Let's talk first about rec centers. Starting June 8th, Cimarron Park, Lee Park, and Center Park recreation centers will reopen. How did you decide which rec centers to open?
You know, we looked at staffing levels, and then we looked at the largest facilities that we had. And so we decided to do Center Park, which is the largest center that we have in the South right now. And also that decision was kind of easy because Georgia Farrell is still under construction. We're looking at doing Lee Park first, which is the largest centrally, and then Cimarron, which is the largest up north. That way we can accommodate more people, even though we're limiting the number of facilities that we're opening.
So the thought was spread it around town.
Spread it around town. We want to give everybody an opportunity to utilize some of our facilities.
Users will be required to book a time slot through cityofirving.org/IrvingRec, which connects users to a site called ActiveNet.
You can book a time slot for a gym activity, some type of group fitness class or a walking activity that we have in the gym. So we'll know in advance the number of people that are coming in for those time slots and who's coming in. One of the things right now too is because we have a limited number of slots, we want to make sure we're servicing our Irving residents only. So right now at this point, we're only going to provide services for Irving residents.
The centers will be open weekdays from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. On Saturdays, the hours are 9 until 5. There will be 2 closures each day for cleaning. Other recreation centers will remain closed for now. Let's move to aquatics. The Heritage Aquatic Center, seen here in file video, will open June 8th. Again, time slots must be reserved, and the pool will only be open for lap swim and aquatic programs.
Again, limited capacity. We're not going to be able to use the locker room for changing or showering. The main thing is controlling the size, the number of participants that we have, and then limiting the crowding on the deck area. We want to make sure that people are coming in, doing their activity, then they're leaving.
Are all pools going to open up this summer?
No, this summer right now we're looking at the 2 indoor facilities, Monday through Thursday, and then on the weekends opening up the aquatic centers. The 3 traditional swimming pools won't be opening this summer. When the virus hit, it hit us right at the beginning of our hiring phase for the summer staff. We hire 60, 70 employees just for the seasonal outdoor pools. We weren't able to do that this year. So if you take that 2-month window and you apply it to now, by the time we're able to get sufficient staff, you're talking about August, which is the time we're getting ready to close down those pools. That's just one of the casualties of this virus, is that we weren't able to ramp up and get the staffing that we need to operate all of our facilities.
In other news from parks, the dog park and Lively Skate Park open June 1st. Now let's move to libraries. Starting June 1st, the South, West, and Valley Ranch branches will be open by appointment only for computer access or grab-and-go checkouts.
We are requesting that people wear masks when they come into our facilities. We do want to do our best to make sure that everybody is safe when we open back up again. So we are asking that people who are making an appointment to come in, those appointments are for 90 minutes, and we are leaving some time in between appointments so that we can make sure we've cleaned up everything that people have touched, the self-check machines, the computers, printers, that kind of thing before new people come in.
Find more details at cityofirving.org/library. At City Hall, only the first floor is open for now. You can see reps from several city departments are stationed at tables to serve residents. All of this information on reopenings is summarized and updated at cityofirving.org. And more businesses are reopening as well. We stopped by Hair Etc. on West Pioneer Drive. Signs posted around the business indicate masks are required, and the stylist on duty says everyone who comes in must use hand sanitizer. Also, he makes sure every piece of equipment is disinfected in between each customer. The state governor's recent orders also allow gyms to reopen at 25% capacity. We visited a South Irving gym where the owners have a bright idea to make the best of this challenging time. While the doorman minds the entrance, there you go, and the DJ jams some beats, this is no nightclub.
Let's go, front jacks, give me 20.
This is a different experience.
If you're done, woo, roll it over.
Tonight's our first Blacklight Boot Camp party.
It's the only thing we know how to do. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
It's called Club Sweat, and it's happening at Sweat Boxing and Training in South Irving just after the state allowed gyms to reopen. How did this idea come about?
Talking with friends, talking with different people, I could tell the more and more people were quarantined, it seems like they were just itching to get out and go to places like bars and restaurants and socialize. And then of course, everybody could see everybody wanted to go to the gym. So we wanted to combine those two things.
DJ, hype, pump it up.
A booming soundtrack for an hour of intense exercise.
Everybody's been staying at home. They're eager to go out to do different things. This is going to incorporate a lot, right? You're working out, which a lot of people love working out. A lot of people like the nightlife. They love music.
We first visited Sweat in 2014, but with the new occupancy limitations and distancing recommendations, the owners knew they would have to make some changes.
So we put the X's on the floor basically so people have a designated area and direction where to go so that they don't have to guess how far 6 feet apart is.
Pretty much every wall here at the gym, we have our sanitation station. Pretty much we got a towels, disinfectant. 1, 2.
New guidance also applies for personal training clients here during the day, but most people are not needing reminders.
You don't really have to tell people right now, they're more conscious of it than ever, to clean behind themselves. You're not going to see somebody just get up and leave a bench completely sweaty now because everybody would look at you like something's wrong with you.
Are we ready? This is the workout now.
For these boot camps, they wanted to pump the energy up while keeping the class size down. Along with creating the new club vibe, that doorman working the entrance is actually checking temperatures.
You got to adapt.
Kind of intense, the process of opening back up, but definitely ready and excited for it.
Keep that body down, elbows in and out.
The coronavirus kept their business closed for a while, but their ideas are helping them muscle their way back to serve their clients safely.
You want people to be itching to get into class and just on that waiting list.
By the way, SWET is an acronym which stands for Serious Workouts Enhanced Accelerated Training. Also, that gym is not air conditioned, so SWET is pretty much guaranteed. The City of Irving has a lot of resources for businesses online, including checklists and a safety pledge. Find them at cityofirving.org/COVID-19-business. With the economic challenges confronting businesses, a lot of people have lost their jobs. Thankfully, several local groups are stepping up to help people in need. Susan Stevens has the story of one of the latest food distribution efforts.
Cars are lining up outside the SLPS Community Center with their trunks open and ready to receive free bags of groceries and face masks.
They just need to keep the trunk open and we just put it in the trunk. So there won't be any human contact. We maintain the distance.
The SLPS organization of DFW, along with Sewa International, are giving out hundreds of bags of groceries to those in need.
It's one of the many things that they do for our community.
We have 14 items in the bags, from potatoes to onions to bread. We have oil, we have beans.
We personally see the need. It's sad to watch, On the news the other day, I watched the North Texas Food Bank, the lines that were miles long. And it's truly, it's not about recognition or anything, and we truly just want to help these needy people. We want to help everybody.
This is for people who are really suffering. Right now, as we know, 33 million people lost their job. I'm one of them, to be honest with you. I got furloughed, but I'll get my job soon.
Both SLPS and Sewa International are Hindu faith-based nonprofit organizations with a mission to aid local communities.
When there is an earthquake, when there is a flood, when there is any natural calamity like in California fires, our volunteers are there.
Our organization has always been giving. We've given internationally and locally in any type of disaster situations or when it's hour of need.
In addition to giving essential foods, Sewa International is heading a homemade mask-making project, creating over 16,000 masks for frontline workers and those in need.
One hospital helped us to design the mask, how doctors like it. This mask has 3 layers, so it's very safe.
For Sewa volunteer Vishali Shadari, giving back is what gets her through personal struggles during this crisis.
It's a painful process, but I took it as a positive way, and I started getting involved in this kind of volunteer work, so where I get happiness from inside.
Community members are fulfilling the same mission.
So many people in the community have stepped up with masks, with gear, with food, and helping others. It's really been a time where we see the best in people coming out.
Going forward, SLPS and Sewa will continue to assist and serve the community with necessary supplies.
We've collected and given out close to $40,000 worth of either donations or gloves and food.
We are fortunate to be in the position to be able to help, and that's a blessing to us.
Susan Stevens for CitySource.
On the healthcare front, Dallas County continues to record dozens of new cases of the coronavirus every day. That's why experts continue to emphasize masks, social distancing, and hand washing. Even with the rising case numbers, the CEO of Medical City Las Colinas wants people to know that hospitals are not overwhelmed and that if you need medical care for anything, you should not be scared to ask for help.
We're a safe environment for people to come seek care, and I just really worry about people that have chronic medical conditions staying at home because of the fear. Infection prevention, you see a screening at the door. This is the right place to come if you need medical care. So just don't be afraid and come get treatment.
The team at the Irving Convention and Visitors Bureau returned to both Medical City Las Colinas and Baylor Scott and White Irving to fill sidewalks with colorful chalk messages to thank and inspire staff members who are caring for patients. As a reminder, with COVID response-related questions for the city, you can call 972-721-6655 during business hours or email covid-19@cityofirving.org. The ongoing pandemic prompted some changes to this year's Memorial Day observance. Along with the sound of taps, gloomy weather added to the subdued mood of the wreath-laying ceremony at the Irving Veterans Memorial Park. Earlier, inside the Jack D. Huffman Community Building, organizers spaced out chairs and made masks available for people who wanted to listen to the special music from the Silvertones and tributes from speakers, including Irving Fire Chief Victor Conley.
When you come here to visit the City of Irving's Veteran Memorial Park, come and show your respect for all the veterans and first responders. Take a moment and read their names. Let us not forget, and may we always honor these fallen heroes.
Irving's Veterans Memorial Park Committee hosts this annual event and will hold another ceremony for Veterans Day. The park was also the location for this event, honoring the memory of Irving police officers who died in the line of duty. This year's ceremony was virtual, meaning no audience on site, but the police department did stream it live on Facebook. This event is part of National Police Week. Irving's fallen police officers are honored with a permanent memorial at the park. It is open year-round at 644 Rock Island Road. Not far from that location, Irving's Heritage Park is expanding and getting new features, including an outdoor concert space. We first presented this report on the plans back in 2017, and now that crews are getting started, we updated our story with the newest renderings to show you what you can expect.
Came out here, shot pictures.
These photos, capturing one of the biggest days of Robert Garza's life, were taken in Irving's Heritage Park.
It became our wedding background. It was beautiful.
And on this day, Robert Garza is back in the park, this time with a group of volunteers from Calvary Church.
We're gonna make it look nice, make them love it when they walk in here.
They are working with Keep Irving Beautiful to paint the inside of Irving's original library building, now used as multi-purpose space.
It's going great.
We're actually kind of powering through it, which is awesome.
And while some here have memories from the past to share,
I grew up here in Irving. I grew up coming out to parties here as a kid.
They are all helping the area get ready for the future. This park, with its features that stand tribute to Irving's history, is in store for change. Under ideas developed by the city's capital improvement team, this park will be reimagined, doubling in size and moving into this space. You have a lot more space to work with now.
Yes, we do. We just have just under 3 acres. It's really going to allow us to expand Parks and Recreation programming.
Just about everything will be in a new location here, even this monument marking the 1986 dedication. Let's go back.
It all took place at the dedication of Irving's newest centerpiece, Heritage Park. While a German band played polka music, the crowd was able to enjoy the newly landscaped park with its green grass and shady grape arbors. This was a day for remembering America's history, as well as the history of Irving.
The city continues to host special events here. Now move ahead. This is what created that additional space. The city bought the former downtown post office building and neighboring structures to get this land. Now there is room to spread out.
In addition to just having open space, we're going to have an amphitheater.
No time to explain what I mean.
It could host the city's summer concert series, which is now hosted on a mobile stage. The depot building and caboose, symbolizing Irving's transportation routes, will move to a higher profile location on the park's border.
And as you can see, it's been boarded up and it needs some restoration work. So our goal is we're going to relocate it to Hastings Street, give it lots of visibility, lighting at night. The water tower originally was 3 tiers tall, and you can see behind me it's actually 2 tiers right now. Our idea is that we're actually going to restore it to its original height.
And that original library building will shift angles and move to the corner of Main and 3rd Streets.
And it's actually going to be the anchor for an area we're calling the Garden Terrace.
That terrace is envisioned as a spot for weddings or even daily lunches. A place for food trucks to park is planned nearby. Amid all the change, the Castor Cabin would actually stay in its current location, with enhancements around it.
We want to give it identity. And the one idea we had to do that was to create a little plaza right here where I'm standing, something we'd call Pioneer Plaza. And around this plaza, we'd have monuments, and they would commemorate all of the original founders who lived in this area.
The process that we're using with Heritage Park, and that we're going to be using with a number of other parks, is to go out to the residents and ask, what are you looking for? What's important for you? And let's design around that. And then as we have the dollars that come in, we can apply those dollars to the plans that they have created and they have identified that will be the amenities that they're looking for.
We took all the comments.
The capital improvement team and Parks Department presented the ideas and gathered public input. We heard from people turning out at the South Irving Library in early 2017.
We've been residents of the Heritage District all of our lives, and we're interested in what's going on in the area.
It's important that we get the citizens engaged in the whole process of planning and designing these types of parks, because they're the ones who these parks are for.
I own property in the area, and I'm very excited about the revitalization of the Heritage District. This is an important component of that revitalization.
I like what you've done quite a bit. Appreciate your efforts.
I think we've come up with a neat project that the residents have been enthusiastic about.
With construction set to get underway, these volunteers are also happy to make a difference for residents.
It's a great neighborhood.
And new visitors.
I live in Las Colinas, so I haven't been really on this side. It's really nice. I like it.
They look forward to coming back to see all that is new when the project is complete in about a year and a half.
People take pride in the city, and that's what makes it great. That's why I love Irving.
The renovation of Heritage Park is expected to cost $6.5 million. And while talking money, Fortune magazine is out with its updated list of the Fortune 500. It ranks the country's largest companies. 8 Irving-based companies are on the list. ExxonMobil is at number 3. McKesson is at number 8. Then at number 175, it's Kimberly-Clark, followed by Fluor, Vistra Energy, Pioneer Natural Resources, Celanese, and Commercial Metals. And with that, it's time for our Pets of the Week. So let's get a virtual visit to the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Pets of the Week. I'm Brett Wheeler, joined by Michael Whiteside via Zoom. And Michael, we have some very playful pups to talk about today.
Yep, so the first one we have today is Sugar Puff. Sugar Puff is about a year old. She's a female Beagle mini Australian Shepherd mix. She's adorable. She does have quite a bit of energy, and she did test positive for heartworms. So she's actually going to be undergoing heartworm treatment starting in the next day or two, and then she'll be available to go home about about 30 days after she starts treatment, but she is one of our guardian angel pets, and the cost for her treatment is about $350. So we're, raising money to help cover that cost for Sugar Puff. But she's kind of a compact size. She does have a lot of energy. She kind of has this really funny personality. I've noticed that she likes to give the side eye to you quite a bit. And then once she realizes you noticed the side eye, then she looks at you and looks like she's laughing at you because you paid attention to her side eye. But she's super sweet. She really enjoys being around people, and she'll be a great fit for any family that has some time to just spend and get some of that energy out, and to just give her lots of love when she's ready to go home.
All right, Michael, now we have another sweet dog, Cinnamon. Tell me about her.
Well, Cinnamon is about an 8-month-old female Siberian Husky, and she is also one of our guardian angel pets that we have at the moment. Cinnamon actually has been in the shelter a couple of times now. She would get out of her owner's yard. She was picked up as a stray and then returned to the owner twice, I believe. The last time that she came in as a stray, she came in with badly damaged leg, and the owner did not want to reclaim her at that point. So we rescued her, took her to the vet. It turns out that she has some nerve damage in that leg that was injured, so she has required amputation of that leg because she's not going to be able to regain use of it. So she had the surgery last week. Everything went great. She'll be back here at the shelter this week sometime. It'll probably be 3 to 4 weeks before she's able to go home. She's going to have to go through some recovery time. The time that I have gotten to spend with her, she is an amazingly sweet dog. I mean, she is a Husky. If you're interested in her, you want to look up the breed and understand the breed characteristics, because they can be a little stubborn, they can be a little talkative, but they're great companions. They need a job to do, and they need someone that can really teach them how to behave and make sure they understand what they need to do and when they need to do it. But she's going to make a great pet for anybody. She is really sweet, beautiful, beautiful dog. Now her surgery is about $1,500. So we are also, again, she's a guardian angel pet. So we're looking for people that can donate to help cover the cost of that surgery as well.
Now we have Cher. Tell me about Cher.
Cher is one of our dogs that's been with us for a little while. We featured her here several times now. She is a pit mix, but she looks like a really thin lab because she has high metabolism. She's going to be an awesome dog for any person or any family, but she does need a little structure. And the thing that people need to remember when they come to meet her is that when you first meet her, she's going to be jumpy and excited and playful and just very energetic. And that's just kind of her nature. She does have the capacity to slow down though and just get some petting, get some belly rubs, and just relax.
All right, Michael, we are in the warmer summer months, and that means there are more animals out and about, and maybe more animals coming to the Irving Animal Shelter. And I think it's important to remember that for pet owners to get your animals spayed and neutered.
Definitely. I mean, spaying or neutering your pet not only helps control the pet population, but it also it has some health benefits associated with it as well for the pet. And a lot of people think that, it's just not affordable to have their pet spayed or neutered. And sometimes it's not if you go to a vet office. But there are low-cost options available throughout the area. One of those is the Spay Neuter Network, and they come here to the Irving Animal Care Campus once a month. They've restarted again, and they do a transport. So they'll pick up the pet here at the shelter. They transport the animal to their clinic where they do the surgery, and then they return and you pick up your animal back. And they'll be here at the Irving Animal Care Campus for their transport on June 9th. And they offer low-cost spay-neuter as well as low-cost vaccinations that you can have done at the same time. You do have to make an appointment, especially for the transport and the surgery. So you'll want to get in touch with Spay Neuter Network to let them know you want to have the surgery on June 9th, and then they can get you on their calendar.
That sounds perfect. And in this time, everyone's thinking about their health, and it's also important to think about your pet's health. So be sure to check out for that. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. The best way to adopt right now is to call the Animal Care Campus and make arrangements to meet. DFW Humane Society's number is 972-721-7788. For Irving Animal Services, call 972-721-2256. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen. Next time on City Source, we'll continue to bring you the latest news on reopenings in the city of Irving. Also, find out what the Islamic Center of Irving is doing to help families facing food challenges. Those stories and much more next time on City Source. Remember, you can always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. And find us on YouTube. Our channel is at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Subscribe and you can get notifications when we upload new videos. And that's it for this edition of City Source. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and we'll see you next time.